Next, students, to we can deal with each individual tarsal bones. So we have already gone through this introduction to the tarsal bones. So you will be familiar with each and every bone, and we can go in detail about this each bone. Okay, and this is the calcaneum. Okay. So we have already yesterday we have seen the calcaneum, which is the largest tarsal bone. Calcaneum. Okay, this is the largest tarsal bone, and it forms the prominence of our heel. So our heel portion. So if we feel the heel, our heels, we can feel the calcaneum. Okay. So it forms the prominence of the heel. Okay. And side determination. So for determining the side of the calcaneum. So first we can see this. It is elongated anteroposteriorly. Okay. So it is elongated anteroposteriorly like this, and it has six surfaces. So for identifying the side of the calcaneum, first look at the anterior surface. This is the anterior surface, which is small, and it bears a facet. So this is the anterior surface, and here opposite to the anterior surface, here we can see another rough surface. This is the posterior surface. Okay. The posterior surface, only upper portion, small portion is smooth, and all the portions are rough. Okay, so this is the posterior surface, and then look at the sides of the calcaneum. So at the medial side, there is a shelf-like projection that is known as sustentaculum tali. So this shelf-like projection should come medially, not laterally. Okay, so and we can see the superior surface also. The superior surface, at the center there is a depression. Okay, and at the center there is a large facet also. So the superior surface should come superiorly. So like that we can identify the side. So anterior small surface should come anteriorly, and the rough portion which should go posteriorly, and superiorly this surface, the superior surface, that is with a depression at the middle and there is a large facet, this should come superiorly, and this medial side, the shelf-like projection, this should come medially, not laterally. Okay, so it belongs to the left side. Okay, so this is the anatomical position. Okay, left side. Then it has, look at the features. So it has six surfaces. So there is a superior surface, and is inferior surface, there is a medial surface, lateral surface, anterior surface, and posterior surface. So six surfaces are there for the calcaneum. Okay. So first we see the anterior surface. This is the anterior surface. So it is a small, and it is articulate. Okay. So there is a small facet which articulates with the cuboid bone. Okay. So this is a cuboid bone. So this is cuboid. So this anterior surface of the calcaneum articulates with the cuboid bone like this. Okay. So anterior surface articulates with the cuboid bone. Okay. So that is the anterior surface. Then posterior surface. This is the posterior surface. So which forms the heel portion. Okay. So here we can see most part of the posterior surface is rough, and only the upper small portion that is smooth. Okay. And this upper smooth portion which gives attachment to the tendocalcaneus, one tendon, muscle tendon. Okay. Here this portion. Okay. So this is the posterior surface, and then look at the superior surface. Superior surface is divided into three. Superior surface is divided into three regions. So the anterior portion, anterior 1/3. Here we can see this is the anterior 1/3 portion, anterior 1/3, middle 1/3, and posterior 1/3. Okay. So this anterior 1/3, here we can see it bears two facets. Okay. So anteriorly there is an anterior facet, and medially on the sustentaculum tali there is another facet. Okay, this is the middle facet. So anterior portion, anterior 1/3 has two facet, anterior one facet, and middle facet. Okay, middle facet which articulates with the talus bone. Both articulates with the talus bone. Okay. So that is the anterior 1/3 portion, and there is a middle 1/3 portion. Here we can see this is the middle 1/3 portion. In the middle 1/3 we can see there is a depression. So this depression is or sulcus, which is known as sulcus calcaneum. sulcus calcaneum. Okay. And here posterior to the sulcus calcaneum there is a facet. Here we can say large facet, that is known as posterior facet. Okay. That is posterior facet of the calcaneum, posterior facet. So all the three facet articulates with the talus bone. Talus bone, this is the talus bone. So all the facet articulates with the talus bone like this. Okay. Then coming to the posterior 1/3 portion, the posterior 1/3 portion is rough. Okay, so that is the superior surface. So anterior portion bears two facet, anterior facet and middle facet. The middle portion there is a sulcus, that is known as sulcus calcaneum, and there is a large facet, that is posterior facet. Okay, and the posterior 1/3 is rough. So this is the superior surface. Okay. Then coming to the inferior surface, so this is the inferior surface of the calcaneum. Here we can see inferior surface is triangular in shape. It's triangular. Okay. And it bears three tubercles. Anteriorly there is an anterior tubercle. Okay. Then laterally there is a lateral tubercle, and medially there is a medial tubercle. So this triangular surface, this is the inferior surface. Anterior tubercle, lateral tubercle and medial tubercle. So this is the inferior surface. Okay, inferior surface. Then if you keep in the anatomical position, here this is the medial surface. Okay, so medial surface we already told there is a shelf-like projection which is known as sustentaculum talae. This portion, there is a shelf-like projection that is known as sustentaculum talae, and below the sustentaculum talae here we can see there is a groove. Okay, so there is a groove for the peroneus longus tendon, groove for the passing of tendon, peroneus longus tendon. Okay, for the passage of the peroneus longus tendon. So there is a groove. Okay, so these two are the features of the medial surface. And coming to the lateral surface, this is the lateral surface. So lateral surface is rough, but at the center there is a tubercle. Okay, so this tubercle is otherwise known as trochlea, peroneal trochlea. Okay, so there is a tubercle that is known as peroneal trochlea towards its center. Okay, so that is the lateral surface. So these are the six surfaces of the calcaneum. So anterior surface, posterior surface, superior surface, inferior surface, medial surface and lateral surface. So these are the surfaces and features of the calcaneum. Okay. The next is talus bone. So this is the talus bone. So talus bone is also this is the second largest tarsal bone. Okay, talus bone, and this talus has a head, neck and a body. Okay, has a head, neck and body. Okay, then for the side determination, this head should come anteriorly. Head should come anteriorly. Okay, and the body has a medial and lateral surfaces. So the lateral surface bears a triangular facet laterally. Okay, and medial surface bears a comma-shaped facet. Comma-shaped facet medially. Okay, so while keeping in the anatomical position, the head should come anteriorly, and this triangular facet should come laterally, and comma-shaped facet should come medially. Okay, so like this in this hand, that means it is a right talus, right side, belongs to the right side. So this comma-shaped facet should come medially. Okay, and the triangular should come laterally. Okay, so this is the anatomical position. So it's a right talus, and here look at the features of the talus bone, and it has a head, it's a rounded head, and the anterior portion of the rounded head is convex, and which articulates with this portion, bears the facet which articulates with the navicular bone. This is the navicular bone. Yeah. So the navicular bone articulates with the head of the talus like this. Yeah. So the head, anterior part of the head is convex, and it articulates with the navicular bone. Then coming to the inferior surface of the head, inferior surface bears three facet in the inferior surface of the head of the talus. Here we can see there is a medial facet, the anterior facet and the posterior facet. So the medial facet that articulates with a spring ligament. That ligament is known as spring ligament. So it gives attachment to the spring ligament, medial side. Okay. Then the anterior surface and the posterior facet articulates with the talus bone. Calcaneum. Articulates with the anterior surface, anterior facet and the middle facet of the talus, calcaneum bone. Okay. So that is the inferior surface of the head, bears three facets: medial facet, anterior facet and posterior facet. Medial facet articulates with the spring ligament. Anterior and posterior facet articulates with the facet of the calcaneum. Okay. Then, so that's the head. Okay. Then comes the neck of the talus. So this depressed portion, this portion. This is the neck of the talus. Okay. So the neck of the talus, it forms an angle between the body and the neck. Okay. So the neck body angle. There is a neck body angle between the neck and the body. So this angle, it is usually 150 degree in adult. 150. But in case of infants, it is 130 to 140 degree. 130 to 140 degree. Neck body angle. Okay. The 150 in the normal adults. Adult person, it is 150, and in the kids or infants, it is 130 to 140 degree. Okay. So this, because of this decreased neck body angle, leads to the kid's feet. You can see the feet of the kid, it is dorsiflexed. Okay. So because of this angle. Okay. So that is neck, and in the inferior part of the neck, here we can see there is a deep sulcus. Inferior portion, there is a deep sulcus, same like the sulcus of the calcaneum at the middle. Okay. And here this sulcus is known as sulcus talae. Sulcus talae. Okay. So the sulcus talae along with the sulcus calcaneum, there forms a depression, a tunnel, that is known as sinus tarsi. Okay. So both together forms a tunnel that is known as sinus tarsi. Okay. Sinus tarsi. So that's the neck of the talus bone. Neck. Okay. Then comes the body of the talus bone. The body of the talus bone has 5 surfaces. Body has 5 surfaces. There is a superior surface, inferior surface, lateral surface, medial surface and a posterior surface. Okay. So superior surface we can see it is convex and is smooth and bears facet which articulates with the tibia. So tibia will come like this. Okay. So it articulates with tibia, superior surface. Okay. And superior surface and posterior surface, here we can see it is so small posterior surface and it bears a sulcus or depression at the middle. On either side of the sulcus, here we can see 2 tubercles. Medially, medial tubercle and laterally, lateral tubercle. Medial and lateral tubercles. Between that, there is a small depression or small